Guys, hold your Captain Underpants cause Kendrick Lamar is dropping a new album. And you know what that means? It's time to milk the Kendrick Lamar YouTube cow for all the juicy calcium that it shall provide. The Lord blessed us for these next few weeks. First, we got Pusha T's new album that's out. Then apparently Future is dropping his album. And then on May 13th, Jesus Christ is dropping his album in the form of Kendrick Lamar, Mr. Morale, and the Big Steppers. It already sounds wonky and wacky. I love it. So in honor of K-Dot finally returning to the big stage, we're gonna rank every song from the acclaimed rapper in a tier list. Let's stop with the foreplay here and get down to business. This is... Also, thank you so much for 2,000 subscribers. You guys are amazing. And if you enjoyed these videos, make sure you leave a like and a juicy comment down in the comments below. For 3,000 subscribers, we'll do a Andre 3000 tier list, or Drake, or whoever. I don't know, we'll see. Growing Apart might be the most sensual Kendrick Lamar song. Maybe it's because it features sex icon Jhené Aiko. I'm gonna go B tier. Ignorance is Bliss is a more upbeat track. I really love this entrancing synth heavy beat. It's a B plus tier for me. PMP 1.5 is B tier. One of the better tracks on the mixtape in terms of flow and vocals, but I prefer the first half over the second half. Alien Girl is B tier. Same with Opposites Attract. Both songs give off the same vibe. Next we got Michael Jordan. Listen, I don't care how corny this song is, I will bump this track till the day I die. B plus. This ROTC interlude is one of my favorite songs on Overly Dedicated. B plus. Barbed Wire is the mixtape's best song. No question, it's A tier. Average Joe is a great continuation of the previous track. I'm gonna go B plus. HOC is one of the more underwhelming tracks on here. It's gonna go into the C tier. Cut You Off has one of Kendrick's most annoying hooks, and it ruins what's otherwise a decent song. It's D tier. And finally, She Needs Me. I love the smooth R&B vibe from this song. I have to go B plus. Moving on from there, we got Section 80. First we got F Your Ethnicity. The nostalgia value alone makes it an S tier song. I used to bump this track constantly when I went to Korea for a few months. Same with Hold Up, I'd go A tier. I love the lo-fi kind of vibe you get from this one. ADHD is another low-key banger. It's an A tier. No Makeup is a good song. Matter of fact, it's a great song. I'm gonna go B plus. Tammy's song, the beat is cool and very floaty, but it's kind of underwhelming. C tier. Chapter 6, it's a pretty cool interlude. I'll go B tier. Then we have Ronald Reagan era. Yeah, this is the best song on Section 80. It's gonna be S tier. Poor Man's Dreams, another incredible highlight from this album. I have to go S tier. Kendrick just slides on this more chill, melancholy production. Chapter 10 is going into C tier. You know, it's whatever. Keisha's song is A tier, a track dedicated to Kendrick's sister about the dangers of prostitution. Rigor Mortis is A tier. This song proves Kendrick's breath control is immaculate. He does not take a single breath in this song. Cushion Corinthians is B plus tier. Blow My High, a song dedicated to the late great R&B singer Aaliyah, is going into B plus tier. It has a fun, bouncy feel to it. The Ab-Soul's outro could have fit right into the track list for T-Pab with its free-flowing, jazzy instrumental.
Now you must acquire a taste for freeform jazz.
Motherfucking being of a dope-ass instrumentation. Kendrick Lamar.
It's a high B plus for me. And High Power is an amazing outro track, A tier. J. Cole actually produced this track, and it sounds fantastical. Then we have my personal favorite Kendrick Lamar album, Good Kid, Mad City. Starting off with Shireen, the eerie and nocturnal vibe you get from this song is amazing. I'm giving it an A tier. Bitch Don't Kill My Vibe is automatically going into S tier. Listen, from track 2 all the way to track 10, these are some of the best rap songs of the past decade. Backseat Freestyle, again S tier. The Hit Boy production sounds crazy. The Art of Peer Pressure is top 5 on this album. The storytelling on this track alone is extremely cinematic and detailed. Kendrick really transports the listener to the backseat of his car, carelessly driving around Compton, taking us through the robbery and the police car chase. It's the easiest S tier. Money Trees, S tier. The Beach House sample flip, the lyrics, the features from J-Rock and Anna Wise. It's like a heavenly recap of the album's narrative. One of his best songs, period. Then we have Poetic Justice, Kendrick's take on a love song. And of course, he has to bring in Drake, the rap god of love, or the love god of rap, to spice things up. Another S tier for me. Moving on, we got Good Kid. Bruh, Kendrick rapping on top of this Egyptian sounding Pharrell production. Is that racist?
Is that inappropriate? Sure.
It's an amazing beat. I'm giving this song an S tier. It's almost as good as M.A.A.d City. Speaking of which, M.A.A.d City is an S tier. What more do I have to say? It's a flawless rap song. Swimming Pools is iconic. A fantastic layered track about alcoholism disguised as a hot party banger. Another S tier track. Sing About Me, I'm Dying of Thirst. Guys, if you put this song anywhere other than the S tier, you are objectively wrong. I'm gonna assume you're deaf. Real is Kendrick Lamar's most overhated song. It's not bad. People just don't like it because of that Anna Wise hook. But the song itself is actually a very uplifting track about self-love. I'm giving it a B+. And finally, Compton is a triumphant closer to this masterpiece. S tier. And then we got the GKMC bonus tracks. The Recipe got that old school feel to it with Dr. Dre teaming up with Kendrick again. I'm going high A tier. Black Boy Fly is a more low-key somber cut. It's a B+. And Now or Never is perfect. S tier. It's uplifting and motivational. Sounds like it belongs in a soundtrack for a sports movie. And finally, County Building Blues is going into B+.
I'm the biggest hypocrite in 2015.
To Pimp a Butterfly, Kendrick's masterpiece. We got Wesley's Theory, which is obviously S tier. That Flying Lotus production is phenomenal. Top 5 intro tracks of all time. For Free is actually one of my personal favorite songs on the album. It's A tier for me. King Kunta is S tier. I don't care what you guys think. This is my favorite track from this album. Institutionalize, another great song. Gonna go into A tier. These Walls, sensual, funky, but also a song with many different meanings and interpretations. I want to give it an S tier. You is an absolute masterpiece. It's such a hard song to listen to, especially with the dark, negative subject matter and Kendrick's vocals. This man sounds so beaten up and desperate and hopeless. Yeah, it's an S tier. Then we get right back to the upbeat bangers, cause Alright is fantastic. It's a modern day classic, an anthem for an entire movement. Plus that Pharrell beat is heavenly, and the song has a really uplifting message to it. S tier. I love the blissful vibes from For Sale. It's a high B+. The most underrated song on T-Pab is Mama. I love the sonic palette on this one. Those drums sound so natural and unrefined. Amazing song. It's a strong A tier. Hood Politics is another underrated T-Pab banger. It's A tier for me. How Much a Dollar Cost is a phenomenal storytelling track. Kendrick really puts me on the streets of South Africa with his descriptive lyrics along with the gorgeous production. Another easy S tier. Complexion is one of the more catchier songs on the album. I love Rhapsody's verse. I love the funky instrumental. A tier. The Blacker the Berry is S tier. It's a masterpiece. Kendrick switches things up on You Ain't Gotta Lie, utilizing that beautiful singing voice, and it's a risk that paid off cause to no one's surprise, I love the song. A tier. I is a lot more uplifting and motivational. A tier. And Mortal Man, one of the best outro tracks of all time. Listening to that Tupac interview is mind-blowing to this day. S tier all the way.
Why so sad? Walking around with them blue faces.
Then we got the T-Pab Leftovers, Untitled Unmastered. Untitled 01 is an amazing song. I love Kendrick's very frantic and fast-paced flow. Easily A tier. Untitled 02 is another A tier. Untitled 03, I like how free-flowing and spontaneous this song sounds. It's a B tier for me. Untitled 04, easily the worst song on the album. It feels very aimless and even pointless in the overall track list. I'm giving it a C tier. Untitled 05, the jazz influence is strong on this one, and even Kendrick's verse is compelling. B+. Untitled 06 has this smooth flow to it. Again, B+ tier. Untitled 07, I love that the song has 3 distinct parts to it, but the outro kind of drags a bit too long for me. This one's a B+ tier. And Untitled 08, it's one of his more funkier, groovier songs. The production is so colorful and vibrant. I'm giving it an A tier.
My left stroke just went viral.
And finally, his previous studio album, Damn. First we got Blood. It's a really cinematic intro. I love Bacon's or Bacon's trippy vocals and production. It's a B tier. DNA is the hardest banger on Damn. It's an A tier. Ya, on the other hand, is the weakest song on the album. It's not bad, just not as compelling as the rest of this project. Gonna go C tier. Element is the perfect combo of that hard-hitting Kendrick and the more somber and thoughtful Kendrick. I'm gonna go A tier. Then we have Feel, another amazing song with some very personal and passionate lyrics about his feelings, especially now that he's a super rap star. It's a high A tier. Okay, Loyalty is the most pop sounding song on the album, but still Kendrick and Rihanna deliver some amazing performances. Also, the 24K Magic sample flip is beautiful. Whoever thought of that is a genius. A tier. Pride is one of the best songs from Kendrick, period. Steve Lacy's vocals and production are ethereal, some sublime instrumentals. Damn's first S tier. Humble is the most popular song on the album, and for good reason. It goes hard with some really memorable lyrics and rapping from Kendrick. Yeah, A tier. Lust is gonna go into B plus tier, just not one of the more memorable songs on Damn. Love, however, is A tier. What can I say? I love love. Triple X is the best song on Damn. That beat drop is nasty. I love the production too. The song is like you're being chased by the police, and U2 comes through on the more somber second half of the song. It's an S tier. And then Fear is the beautiful storytelling song that belongs in a museum, should be studied by scholars from all around the globe. It's the best A tier out of all the A tiers. God is Kendrick's uplifting victory lap, talking about his success as a rapper. It's a B+. Duckworth is a phenomenal closing track. Not as mind-blowing as Mortal Man, but better than Compton, so it's an automatic S tier. Okay, Black Panther tracks real quick. Black Panther, I'm gonna go B+. All the Stars. It's one of the rare instances where another artist outshines Kendrick Lamar. In this case, it's SZA's gorgeous singing and Big Shot. I love how wacky this song is. That floaty flute beat is so cool. I'm gonna go B+. Alright, thank you for enduring with me through this long, arduous journey. Let me know in the comments if you agree or disagree. I always love a good, fruitful conversation. Love you. Smash that like button and subscribe. Peace out.